Hi guys, it's Kathy. This is what you missed from our crazy live stream today. Wait till you hear what the judge says at the end.
For a total of 40 years, with the first 2 to be served in confinement, the remainder on probation. On Saturday, March 22nd, officers with the Flowery Branch Police Department were contacted about multiple shopliftings that had occurred. Investigator Newberry with Flowery Branch Police Department began to do a further investigation into those. He reviewed surveillance footage from the target there in Flowery Branch and saw that on March 20th, 2025, and this is actually the factual basis for count 3, Tracy entered the store with no merchandise. She was seen selecting items from the shelves. These items included a robe, a bra, and a bottle washer. She exited the store, passing all points of sale without paying for the items. And the total for the incident was $349.99. She then left the store in a black Land Rover. Investigator Newberry then reviewed the surveillance footage from March 21st, 2025, wherein the defendant entered the store with no merchandise. She was seen selecting items from the shelves, including a robe, a projector screen, and a baby Brezza, B-R-E-Z-Z-A formula dispenser. She can be seen removing the safety wraps off of the products that deter theft of items. She exited the store, passing all points without paying for the items. And the total for this incident was $614.97. She arrived and left the store in a white BMW sedan. That is the factual basis, Your Honor, for count 5. Based upon that information, Your Honor, in the surveillance, they were able to research flock information to determine her address of 3638 Garden Boulevard. Investigators then began to research the defendant on Facebook. They located a Facebook market profile where she was selling numerous items. She was selling the items as new in the box. They were priced at almost half the retail price. The investigator contacted Retail Theft Management with Home Depot and was able to review the items being sold. He indicated that a DeWalt power cleaner was stolen from Home Depot in Gainesville, a Bosch laser was stolen from Home Depot in Gainesville, and a welder pack was stolen from the Home Depot in Flowery Branch. So they utilized the undercover Facebook page to attempt to make a purchase from the defendant. She provided the address and indicated that it would have to be picked up. It was the 3638 Garden Boulevard. Ultimately, search warrants were obtained and law enforcement went into the home. At the time that they went into the home, they took both the loss prevention officer from Home Depot as well as Target to validate what was stolen from their respective stores. A complete list of items recovered from the residence is attached to the report, and the combined total of recovered property was $8,098.80.
That's just what was recovered.
That was what's recovered, yes, Your Honor. So that led, all of that led to, and that would be the factual basis for count 1, Your Honor, the retail property fencing. That then led Investigator Newberry to work with Home Depot to gather some additional information and review surveillance. By doing so, he was able to review surveillance from March 11th, wherein the defendant entered Home Depot on Spout Springs with no merchandise. She selected a DeWalt pressure washer and a Bosch laser level. The laser level had an anti-theft device wrapped around the box to alert the store if the item was removed without paying for it. Ms. Palmer was able to remove the device and head to the front of the store. She stopped when she saw an employee by the door, waited for them to leave, and then exited the store. Surveillance from March 21st showed, and Your Honor, my apologies, that's the factual basis for count 2. As to count 4, on March 21st, she was seen entering the store with no merchandise. She loaded a Milwaukee blower, a Lincoln welder, and a DeWalt pressure washer into the cart, and then exited the store without paying for the merchandise. And the total for that theft was $891.33. I'm sorry, Your Honor, for the one on count 2 that I just went over, the value was $898. So that would be the factual basis for all the counts contained in 633. On count 1,
hold a second. Just hold a second. How do you give someone 40 years to serve 2? How does that math in your head work out? Okay. serve 2, I'm happy with. That's fine. I actually think they should be way harsher on shoplifters, but serve 2 part I'm good with. 40 years. She got 40 years in prison for stealing from Home Depot. What? But then she only has to serve 2 years. That math does not make sense at all, sir. Sir?
Then with that said, Your Honor, I will go to case number 2025 CR 0642. Your Honor, the defendant is pleading guilty to 1 count of felony level grade shoplifting with 10 years on probation. That will run concurrent to the 633 case that we just discussed. The defendant entered the Home Depot at 924 Dawsonville Highway on March 13th, 2025.
That's the Gainesville one?
It is, Your Honor. And at that point, she stole a DeWalt pressure washer, an inverter, and a Bosch laser level, and they had a total value of $776.20.
You come on up, Sherry. And I'm not trying to get on my high horse or whatever here. I don't know how old you are, but 40, hopefully you outlive your probation. That's probably not going to happen. The brazenness of just walking in and essentially doing whatever you want at Home Depot or wherever it may be is shocking. I'm okay with all this. If we see each other again because you've gone into a retail establishment and stolen something, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to threaten you. I'm not prejudging anything, but that would be a recipe for spending potentially the rest of your life in prison. Are we clear?
Understood.
All right. I wish you luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I don't know how this logistically works at this point. She's in work release and now has been sentenced. Do y'all take her in? Did she drive herself back? I just want to make sure we're all.
As far as what I'm concerned about, I'll leave it to the sheriff's department.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care one bit.
I'm okay with her going back to work release and processing through. If I had to guess, I think the sheriff's department probably has to reprocess her and then essentially requalify for, but has she done all of her time?
No, Your Honor. No.
Okay.
She's been in continuous custody since May. I figured it up. It's 77 days. Plus some credit here and there during the arrest, a day here, a day there. So no, Your Honor.
I don't like holding sentences because it tends to mess things up. I mean, if it's that big of a deal, I can hold the sentence, but like I prefer not to.
No, I just wanted to know whether or not she needed to go outside the work or needed to ride back to work release. I'm fine.
Great question.
Great question. He doesn't know. He doesn't know if she can still be on work release. That's not him. He just sentences her. All that the sheriffs will handle that at the jail. She got 40 years of prison for shoplifting and only has to serve 2, which all of those words that I said put together make no sense at all. Anyway, thank you so much for coming out. I'm going to link the description to my full live stream I'm going to link my full live stream in the description. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.